on the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Mario Terrell has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Nigga!
Come on. Ha.
Sometimes dreams do come true. This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it in the show.
Back here on MLB Central, and before the break, we talked a little bit about an exciting prospect who has made his way to the major leagues. Minor league podcaster Ben Gelman has been covering this player for a long time, and he joins us now. Ben, thanks for joining us. How did you become interested in his journey?
I'm very excited to be here, Robert. You know, when he got drafted, there were a lot of folks saying he got drafted too high, and that caught my attention. I made a mental note to keep tabs on him. And then, you know, they tried the two-way experiment with him, and even though they moved off it, he remained very interesting to me. It's been fun to watch him go from the amateur ranks to minor league baseball and now all the way to MLB.
So now that he's here at the top level, what should we expect to see from him as he tries to take on the best in the world?
You know, I think we've been a little spoiled in recent years by guys like Juan Soto and Ronald Acuna Jr. who come up and they just light the league on fire right away. I don't think it's fair to expect that of him. That's not to say that he can't do it. He's got the talent, but it's so rare that we see that. I still think, this is my belief, he's going to be a significant contributor right away.
Well, it's got to be so exciting for him as it is for every young player who gets the call for that very first time. Sean, you've been there. You know what it's like. What is your memory of being called up to the majors for the first time?
Greatest moment of my life. I mean, really, like, I remember I just hit the home run to win the AAA championship in Buffalo. And it was just, that was unbelievable in itself. And I came in the clubhouse afterwards, and Mark Shapiro at the time was the minor league director. Brian Graham was the coach. And they said, hey, congratulations, Case, that's awesome. I'm like, oh, it's so great. You know, we're popping the champagne. I'm getting ready to go home the next day. And next thing you know, they're like, you're getting called up to the big leagues tomorrow. Your season's not over. You're going to meet the team in Chicago. And I remember running out to get on a payphone because there was no cell phones. And I called my mom and dad and said, Dad, Mom, I just hit a home run to win the AAA championship, and I just got called to the big leagues in a matter of like 15 minutes, you know? And so it was one of those things where it's the dream's coming true. Like
right.
All those hours of hitting, all the time putting in, all the weights, all the stuff that you did. That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call or the one moment you get called up. So, you know, for me, it's mind-boggling. It's one of the greatest moments of my life.
Case, that is a great story. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for giving us a little bit of insight into what this young man is probably feeling like right now.
the bench. You try to throw her a bomb, she'll try to move in your home. Ain't nothing good about her but a D cups. That's exactly why I keep the toilet seat up. Listen, girls ain't nothing but trouble. Can't live with them, can't love them.
We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of this caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today. It probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
Genesis Cabrera, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to the...
Ball 4, take your base. That's ball 4.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. A couple of walks, but no damage. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Digging in next, Dylan Carlson. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He's set. The 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Mario Terrell. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
You know, Matty, this is a guy who had to work at his craft, iron out some things down in the minor leagues. He wasn't a can't-miss prospect in the draft. And these are the guys that make the organization smile when they show up.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
So he comes up empty. time up.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Though he was always projected as a future major leaguer, actually getting to stand in for your first big league at-bat is no small feat. You got to think he's really happy to be here, of course.
Yeah, Matty, he's certainly happy to be here. If he can feel his legs, the nerves are definitely going right now. This is when you have to slow the moment down, hopefully shrink the stadium, and bring it back to wiffle ball in your backyard.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Carlson, singled in his last at-bat. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. Lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run.
Here we go.
He gets there, but he missed it.
No runner.
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take...
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. His career line against Brad Hand. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Hard hit towards center. Terrell able to track it down for the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. And stepping in, Mario Terrell is still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
Pillar's there. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. So next to bat will be Mario Terrell, 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have the idea on the major league pitching thing yet, but he could turn his day around with a hit here.
Yeah, he just needs one to fall right here. Just something to grab himself a batting average and let him relax. You're playing for everybody else but yourself at this moment, just trying to grind to get a hit.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away.
Come on, big guy, see it, drive it, right here.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Got a ball, 1 strike. Hey, touch up, your turn right here.
Here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the 2nd out. 0 for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first major league. Francisco Lindor now. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Base is empty here with nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Terrell is right there, 1 down.
He's safe. Ball 4, take the base. He's out. Ball 4, take the base.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
4-2 the final score tonight. Robert Gesellman gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
They left 15 runners on base.
I've been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Let's keep it real.
St. Louis, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base.
I can flip that flow. I can
Time
stick
of the
that
ball
hoe. I can
game,
get
3
that
hours
dough.
and 36 minutes.
Ain't a thing about this shit I can't do. I haven't seen.
Thank you
But when
for
it gets
joining
dark,
us
like
here
a
this
niggas have a
evening.
dream.
We remind you to please drive home safely.
Everybody wants to hurt, but paranoid. So I strike out at whatever. Closest thing to me's gon' get it, but never will I. Can I think death is wrong? So I'ma keep holding on to what's left is gone. You can put that on, my nigga bull. These other rap cats will give a nigga roll. But if it costs for me to force my way in the door.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the 2nd of 4 to begin the week between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just 1 game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today, and probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Big arm here, Jack Flaherty. Call him Jack Flash. This guy throws in the upper 90s, 97 to 100 miles an hour. Great.
Ball 4, take the base. He's out. Ball 4, take the base.
Stepping up is Mario Terrell. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Now here's the first offering. Back up the middle. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis. Mets out in front, 2-0. To bat for St. Louis, Mario Terrell. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. And the check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Let it go.
And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Irvin, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning.
Let's go, bud.
And he fouls this one off. On the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Mario Terrell has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
So first and second with one down. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Well, I'll have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. 2 men are on with 2 men out. On the ground, softly towards second.
Hold up, right here on the back.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this.
That hit him. He's got first.
Now to the plate, here is James McCann. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And that's in there, base hit. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Ball 4, take the base.
Next to stand in is Mario Terrell. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Mario Terrell.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. When you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
The 2-0 on the way. Runners off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
Now back.
So the next to bat will be Tyler O'Neill. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Now at the plate, here is Derek Dietrich, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch and a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 5 innings complete. The Cardinals are out in front, 3-2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Guillorme. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Terrell is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
That's ball 4. He's out. Ball 4, take the base. He's out.
Up next, Mario Terrell. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Mario Terrell.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Three runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors to this point for the Cardinals. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball, that's off the plate.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3 balls.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Mets. Pinch hitting for New York. Number 21, Malik.
Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases.
Relay. Good. Hold it.
The runner from first comes all the way around to score.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 16 men on base. Final result, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Tonight's main event at Wood Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.
alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Lo will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of this caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today, and probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
Zach Gallen gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he...
So here is Mario Terrell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Cardinals, the center fielder, Mario Terrell.
The pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. Smith has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more.
That's ball 4.
So now into the box is James McCann. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Terrell will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So one down with a pair of runners aboard, and taking into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. Here's the 2-2. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Throw won't get him. Wastes no time in making an impact out in the field. Terrell, impressive to see him flash the leather here like that in his first game. Next to hit, James McCann. He flew out in his last debut. 2 out with a man at first. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Mets are out on top, 2-0.
He's out.
Now to bat, Mario Terrell flew out last time up.
Mario Terrell.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Walker has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. 1 out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Pilar. He gets there, and that's the second out.
3. Ball 4, take the base.
Next up for New York, Dylan Carlson. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next for the Mets, Kiddo, runner in scoring position with two gone. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Next up, Mario Terrell.
Next to the Cardinals, the center fielder, Mario Terrell.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Let's go.
Fouled away.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. McCann corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0.
4-4, take your base. 3.
Ready now is Dylan Carlson. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Dylan Carlson.
The 0-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Rogers ranging into the outfield. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Now is James McCann, grounded out in his last at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out to center field. Terrell is there, 2 gone.
3. Out. He's out. That's ball 4. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Out.
Next to dig in, Mario Terrell. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Mario Terrell.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. And it's fouled away. And we'll have a quick stoppage here, as even though we're about 1,500 miles from the nearest beach, a beach ball has made its way onto the field anyway. 1 out, nobody on. Bounce towards the mound. And quickly there are 2 away. Oh for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first major league.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Taijuan Walker earns his 5th winner of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
They left 16 men on base. For St. Louis, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us. Please drive home safely.
Expected from his next to kin. I'm Ronco, bro, but ain't no Mexican. I got 9s in the bedrooms, Glocks in the kitchen. I shot you by the shower if you wanna shoot me while I'm shitting. The lesson from the
MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just 1 game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today. It probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
John Gant will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him.
Now to the plate, Mario Terrell. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cardinals, the center fielder, Mario Terrell.
Pitch on the way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Row, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop Game 2, win Game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Row, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you 1, we'll take 1. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
And now here is Chris Taylor.
The second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Hit back up the middle, reined in. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, a double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
He's out.
So now here is Cyrus Chelshaw looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat.
Cyrus Chelshaw.
And that's a base hit into center field. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet.
So now to the plate, Luis Guillorme worked a walk his first time up.
Luis Guillorme.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Terrell is there, and he has it for the first out. Stepping in is James McCann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Davis is off at first with 2 away. Lifted in the air to center field. Oh, what happened? He can't make the play.
Relay. Oh, got it.
They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Mario Terrell. He singled first time up. From the stretch. On the ground to third. And there are 2 away now. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Mario Terrell. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now here's the first offering.
Nope, ball 1.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
It ain't no surprise, a full moon sits in the sky. You better watch your...
He's out. 3.
Plate, Mario Terrell bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
That's inside.
And that misses inside 1-0. Fouled off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Here now the 2-2. Grounded weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. His throw gets him 2 down. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for second in that category in the National League.
He's out.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The New York Mets took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jacob deGrom pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Edwin Diaz earns the save out of the bullpen, his 24th on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon.
Wanna see you on the floor with your glasses up. From the place where they made up, that's what's up. #1 slang, call everything John. While out, say y'all drawn. Philly in the house. You don't want to touch the ball with the 9 milli in your mouth. Weekend chicks run silly in the house. Backwards Dutchess and Phillies in the house. Jack Freezer, make it chilly in the house. Drunk, just spilled Henny on my couch. Nuts, I think I bust 20 on my couch. Plus, I think I many in your mouth. Please, you don't want to touch the team. Get a knot on your head that's bigger than hot seams.